Hello, everybody, and welcome to another. Whoops, that's too far away from me. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Vengeance God stream. My name is Mikey Fatum, also known as Vengeance God, also known as Ambassador Kel, and this mic does not want to go where it's supposed to. How dare you, sir? Now, what the heck? The sounds were working 10 minutes ago. I tested them. Yep. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Hi, Rachel. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Pax. Good to see you. Can everybody hear me okay if I let this microphone drift a little bit? It's not doing what I want to do at all. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. I hope everyone is having a good night so far. For those of you who are new here, if there's any of you, my name is Mikey Fatum. I used to be the community manager for Star Trek Online, and I've been streaming the game along with doing some other stuff. So come on in, sit on down. We've got Star Trek Online tonight. We've got Yakuza 0 tomorrow. We've got Warframe on Wednesday. We've got Mass Effect Andromeda starting on Thursday, and then on Friday we'll be back to playing GM mode with my wife, which is very, very fun. But today is a day for Star Trek Online. So let's go. Did everybody join the new STO Discord today? That was fun to see happen. What happened to my STO sounds? Oh, this turned off. There we go. Y'all could hear me, but I couldn't hear anything. So the Hypnotoad sound was actually working, probably. I don't have the link on me, Rachel, but if you go to the Star Trek Online Twitter or the STO webpage that has that Twitter scroll to the right, if you don't want to go to Twitter, which if you don't, good for you. Twitter is a trash fire right now. You can click on the link and go right in. It's moving pretty quickly. I'm surprised not everybody's heard about it. All right, let's... Ooh. I just realized that this is set slightly too big for my screen. I should try to fix that. The game audio is very loud for me. Is it very loud for y'all? See, can I do this? And yes, I can, but it'll drop it to the wrong screen. Just a moment. There we go. Now I can see everything. Hooray. All right, so we were doing the Klingon storyline. We've got to finish up surface tension here and pick our reward. I don't know what either of these does. Okay, this does... Yeah, that makes sense, Rachel. And it's a good way to avoid Twitter. Nice. Well, say hi to me while you're in there, Pax. I said hi. I got immediately buried in chat. I'm trying to get into the content creator channel. So that I... Hey, Rachel, copy and paste the link into chat for me, would you? Yeah, I'm trying to get into the content creator section so I can advertise these streams there. That would be fun. All right, what's this? So this is just extra hull regeneration. That's cool, but I think I've got a lot of traits that don't do this, or that do. I've got a lot of traits full already. I don't think I need that one. What is this? It doesn't really matter. All of this stuff is going to be not very good. I'm just going to grab the tactical console and move on with my life. Oh, God. What's next? All right. We weren't in the Iconian War yet, so we must have been in the Delta Quadrant. Yep. Friends in unlikely places is where we're at.
More than 30 years since Voyager passed through this region of space.
One can never have too many traits. Well, too late.
And her crew did linger. We need to reestablish relationships here. I'm assigning you a region of space to patrol. Meet the locals and find out how things stand in the Delta Quadrant today.
Okay, that sounds easy enough. Surely nothing will go wrong. Interesting. The transwarp button is not available. I assume that means I just have to go to a section of space and do, yep, right up here. Off we go. Oh man, I haven't seen STO on a TV screen in a long time. For those of you who are wondering, I've got my laptop in my lap, and then the TV that I usually play PlayStation on, I've got hooked into the laptop so that I can see the game up there, which is way more comfortable. Hello, Jeremy! How's that internal screaming going for you? Everything okay? I saw the new Discord started today, but I did not see anything bad come of that. Good lord, 14-hour day. What happened? Can you talk about what happened? If it's not something you can talk about, that's fine. I was asking as a friend, not an STO content creator. Hey, Trexpert, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, Seta apparently said hi at some point. I did not see them. Hi, Unexpected Bagel. Just a lot of crunch prep for upcoming releases. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I hope you get some rest tonight, and hopefully tomorrow isn't as bad. Motel Manager Simulator. That is absolutely a good way to get people. Yeah, for those of you who didn't see the link this morning on social media, again, the STO Discord is live. I'm on there. A lot of other wonderful people are on there. You should check it out. The link is now in chat, thanks to Rachel. Wrap up and crunch prep can be very similar things, Trexpert, which is why we should call it Crunch Wrap Supreme. Okay, what am I supposed to do now that I'm here? Oh, I'm just supposed to do the Argala patrol. Jesus, I'm paying attention. I'm with it. Okay, it's wanted, so that's going to be W. Let's go do Argala. We'll actually do the whole thing. Don't forget to show your video. Is that the one... is that the new version of the video you sent before? That you sent over Discord? Let me pull up Discord real quick. Or did you post it in fan art? Haven't seen a lot of new fan art, but that is mostly my fault, as I have not been clicking on that. I'm sharing it. Okay, let me see if I can download this video. I sure can. Just stick it in. Stick it in the D drive. There we go. All right. Downloading the video now. Yeah, it's really cool, Jeremy. I'm very excited that their vidcast will be also 10 Forward Weekly. That makes me happy. All right, let's see if I can just pull this up. Media source. Trexpert video. Oh, I'm in the middle of the patrol getting shot at while I'm trying to do this. Maybe I should finish the patrol first. It's Argala. I'm not actually getting hurt, so... Alright, here is Trexpert's video, which is very loud. As we've seen this video before, but Trexpert updated it so that the transitions weren't quite as fast. I think it looks a lot better now. I'm sorry, Senators. Is this still in Motel Simulator? I can't hear the music, but I know it's of it. Thank you for the Los Gatos shout out. Rachel, she might, but Flo is English, I think. So she may have enough tea recipes of her own. I don't know if y'all can hear me over the music. Yes, these are all very pretty ships. Trexpert, I meant to ask, what ships are Nova Squadron here? I assume some kind of shuttle. It's probably canonically the shuttle they used in Voyager, and I'm going to look stupid. I really like the design of that ship. It's very nice. I don't like the Valor class fighters as much as I like the other ones, whose name I've forgotten. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know why... Oh, you know why I had it in my head that Flo is English? Because the other narrative person is English. Wow, that's at least reductive, if not racist. That's funny, Rachel. Oh, the Nova Squadron fighters for Prodigy. Of course, yeah, that makes perfect sense. I need to go watch Prodigy. He's indeed extremely British. His name being Richard reminded me of somewhere over the weekend I heard someone was responding to something, and that makes it very unclear. But instead of saying "eat a bag of dicks," they said, "Thou shalt ingest a bushel of Richards," and I'm just gonna use that forever now. That's the greatest. This is pretty cool, Trexpert. How long did you spend on this? So I've spent the last couple of moments of free time that I have during the day downloading a crap ton of random and wild superstars for WWE 2K25. So now I'm, in addition to Machla. In addition to Kirk and Spock, I also have Picard and Worf and Philippa Georgiou. In my universe mode, I'm making them a Starfleet team. Although Kirk and Spock are Kirk and Spock are their own tag team within the Starfleet team, and I named them Starfleet Shipping. All right. Well, that was really cool, Trexpert. Thank you. You have no tell us what to do.
Local Edict 47. You are now my deputy. Looks like our fight got them to notice us.
All
Let's
right.
go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
Rachel, that is... I am happy to take credit, but I did no work on that Discord. As near as I could tell, they didn't take any of the work that I'd done on the Cryptic Discord that I was going to launch. Fire? Oh, there we go. Forgot it was F. This sounds so loud to me. I'm gonna just turn it down a little more. If it's not that loud to you guys, I'm sorry. I can't hear myself think. I do wish there was a setting on PC, and maybe there is. Maybe there is, and I just don't know it, to do what you could do on console and just sort of aim at the ship in front of you instead.
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers. We will not go quietly.
Ugly Hogs, it's entirely possible. There was a fan Discord that was basically the official Neverwinter Discord for the longest time. So they may have just absorbed that into Cryptic and made it official. 4, 5. I can make a Cryptid Discord. I've already got my Ace of Geeks Discord, which many of you are on. I definitely won't. Oh, wait, you're talking to them. I think that's the first time I've heard that one, about the bolt holes and temporary hideouts. I almost am never paying attention when I play Argala, because I'm almost always showing off a new ship for you folks. One of these days, Cryptic or Trexpert is going to make the joke. I keep promising this. Is going to make the you know, Alt F4 or Control Alt Delete to do the thing, and I'm just going to do it. And then I'm going to stare at the camera like this for the rest of the stream's time. Yeah, if JCM is still on in 2 hours, we should definitely raid him. Love that guy. Jean-Luc Discord. I might immediately go to my Discord and rename the STO channel that.
I'm taking you with me.
Fragrance, Trexpert does it all the time too. I said nothing wrong. A dinosaur statue? Is that actually a game mechanic where the dinosaur statue scares them, or is that just a hilarious setiversism? 4, 5. Is it actually 5 seconds that you have to be in cloak for it to be effective? It's just a decoration? Okay. Still cool. I love that the motel developers included a mechanic of you can go outside with a gun and threaten people. That's incredible. Well, yes, of course, Jeremy. All dinosaurs are inferior to STO's dinosaurs. At least until I get hired by another game. And if that other game has dinosaurs, they will be superior. I had a job interview today that I thought went pretty well. Alright, now I have to actually finish the patrol. Oh, okay, so this is all your roleplay stuff. That's still great. Ooh, nice, Trexpert. Hey, Ugly Hogs, welcome, welcome, and you're right, I have 0 dinosaur loyalty. If someone's been giving the Borg trouble, that could be good for us. Although, considering how Species 8472 turned out to be such a problem, the enemies of the Borg aren't always our friends. It would probably be worthwhile to scout the fringes of Borg space and see if the free-range sensors can pick up any indications of these unknown adversaries. Let's be sure to include this in our report.
We have the suspect in custody now, and we also apprehended a fair number of...
All right, bye. You've been here? Okay, well, good to see you again, then. I'm glad you're still here.
We have received a distress call from a Federation starship.
Oh, I didn't check connect to TikTok chat.
While exploring the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah, that is 100% true, Trexpert. It's a little bit easier in the cutscene editor, but not that much easier. All right, let's do it. I didn't hear what she said. I'm going to be honest. Callisto. Okay. Who are you? I love that I asked who they are to give me my entire backstory. So is she a human in Klingon intelligence, or is she like a TOS Klingon? Yeah, I think the only thing you could do... No, that would be... Yeah, you could spawn new ships, but that would take a while, too. She's half Bajor. She just told me. I just read that. This is why streaming late at night is a bad idea. All right, let's begin. We've arrived at the location of the distress call from the USS Callisto. We're no longer receiving the distress beacon, but sensors are picking up debris consistent with a Luna-class Federation starship. There might be some survivors. Scan the wreckage. Neat, Trexpert. That's fun. Yeah, it will soon be time for Rise of Shenanigans. I'm very excited for that. Hasn't been a date announced yet, but that's okay. They will announce that when they're ready. No luck, Dahar Master. Sensors aren't reading any life signs of the wreckage. The Callisto had a crew complement of 350. Unfortunate. Can we identify who attacked her? Hey, I try, Incredible G. I started a disco-era Klingon a few weeks ago, and the game gave me Engineer Boff that looked more or less like Lursa, but with light purple skin. I immediately commissioned her the way she was and gave her the Defiler base. Perfect. Yeah, if there's a, usually there's a red alert in between, but if the red alerts are ending on July 2nd, then that is very likely when the summer event starts, although I don't know. Meh. Thanks, Rachel. Let's hear what they have to say.
This is 7 of 9, part of a Federation research team assigned to the USS Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
Okay. This is Dahar Master Cogtash of the IKS Qatar A. We normally wouldn't be so quick to respond to a Federation distress signal. But this is a new era of cooperation for us, is it not?
I am aware of your service.
I hope that too, Zetiverse. I hope that every day. Thank you, Incredible G.
Deactivate the outpost defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there.
I hope this... I can't quite read that. I hope this call brings worthy foes. It's all the way across the room, and I guess I need glasses. Ugly Hogs, it wasn't ever confusing. It was occasionally frustrating, but more so in that it was frustrating for the players. And basically console captains were angry all the time. Just every day, all the time, always angry. You'd announce something for PC, and they'd be like, "Did you forget console?" And then someone else would be like, "It's always on a delay, my dude."
Long-range
Thankfully, I would almost
sensors
never have to
inbound
respond to that.
energy signatures. Voth ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Indeed.
Attention trespassing endotherms. You are trespassing in Voth-aligned space.
You know what? I'm gonna
Now,
take
and
endotherm
we
as a
will allow
compliment.
you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
Yeah, it honestly usually was you, Trexpert. That's what I was thinking. We will not be made into your prisoners. Ugly Hogs, yeah. Console, Ryza and Winter do generally have an earlier lock-in time. And a bit more, well, not more playtesting, but, you know, the playtesting just has to be very careful. Success? Good. And I came up to get a drink a minute ago. The lights was still on, so I was worried. Yeah, right before the stream started at like 10. The light in the bedroom was still on, and y'all were talking, so. Okay. Sorry. Alright. You are not an endotherm, you are a beginotherm. Yeah, the fact that they're largely static and it's mostly new rewards really does help. I think if they were adding new events every time, that would be a problem. I guess I should kill these Voth. I am so excited to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Let me tell you. My wife and I watched the trailer. We are going to watch it as soon as humanly possible. The big issue that we're dealing with is that it's definitely not a film we can watch with the Fusion just yet. What the hell? What was that? Did I do that? Anyway, sorry. It's not a movie we can watch with the Fusion. She'll get freaked out by the demons. So we have to find a good time to watch it when I'm not streaming and she's asleep, or she's not there, which is none of the time. Right now we're actually knee-deep in a Netflix show called The Residence, which if you have not watched, I highly, highly recommend. I've been describing it as a Knives Out movie directed by Edgar Wright. It's very, very, very good. And it's one of those season-long mysteries, if you're into that. I did not see last week's Resident Alien yet. I don't know if we're fully caught up on Resident Alien. I know we stopped, but I don't remember when. Mei Ling is saying no, but she said something else and I couldn't hear it. Okay, we haven't seen any of the new season. I thought so. It is screaming for Emmys. Honestly, I would love an Emmys campaign from them that was just Alan Tudyk in character looking at the camera and screaming Emmys at the top of his lung. Setiverse, I haven't actually watched much Black Mirror. We watched the very first episode, which I'm told is a terrible episode to start with and not representative of the whole. But it was just so, like, out there that I haven't watched anything else yet. I've heard there's many, many good things. Oh, The Resident is screaming for Emmys. Yes, The Resident should get all the Emmys. That's a lot of... That's a whole lot of Voth. Okay, they're leaving.
Where are they going? It's not like the Voth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
That is odd. Dehar Master, we're receiving a distress call from the Turay homeworld. On screen.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Turay homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
Who exactly are the Turay?
The Turay are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace, which are corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our needs.
I love how many species in the Delta Quadrant they found that had some method of fast travel, just so they could have, you know, some kind of moral dilemma about, well, do we compromise our ethics to get home faster? What's Alice in Borderland like? I don't know much about it. Rachel, that would be better to do probably in your own Armada's Discord rather than the official STO Discord. I don't think the chat is moving so fast in there, your Armada might not even see it. Do you think the Voth are the ones who attacked the Teray? They left so quickly.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Teray are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
The battle will be glorious. It will show the Teray we are worthy allies. Let's go. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure there'll eventually be a channel for, like, looking for teams and stuff. This one's taking longer to load than usual. Come on, laptop. You got this. I love you. I think I'm going to need to get a butt pillow for this futon. Sitting here for hours starts to make my butt hurt. And I know all of you out there really want to hear about how my butt is hurting. Oh, neat.
We have arrived in the Teray.
That sounds really cool, Setiverse.
Ships are in combat.
Is it a live action or anime?
Teray vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the database.
Whoever they are, they're packing quite a punch. Cutscene time! Whoa! Well, that ship got blown right up. Who is it? I don't even know. I mean, I know you guys know, but... I mean, I would also like a free-to-play catapult. Is that a weapon from the game, Arcane? Jeremy, you already know every detail about my butt. I don't have to explain it to you. There we go.
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Make it so. I always wanted to say that.
Your
Oh, it
defense
was from
of the
Voyager.
Teray
Oh, it was the thing they
is
had,
will be
another
my
thing they
duty.
ran into that could have gotten them home faster.
The Teray and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Teray's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death.
Yeah, that's really silly, Hogs. You can ask about that on the subreddit, and they can't do anything. But in the official Discord, they will delete that shit.
The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there,
I
we'll be
figured
able
that's
to
who
restore
I saw that
the
his name was in the credits, and I saw the manager in the trailer, and so I figured that was him. That's great. Yes, operator. That's what Starfleet ships do. We fix buttons. Let's go, pirate team. Honestly, as pirates, I should probably have them all in different outfits, but it's fine. I mean, my headcanon of my character being a space pirate doesn't really work for how often I'm following orders in this game, but that's fine.
Network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere, and your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
Yes, let's make this happen. Not the widespread devastation, the other thing.
There was a firefight here. One of the Teray is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
Jeremy, remember the time we leaked like 7 or 8 ships on stream? That was fun. They're vibe pirates. There we go. All right, let's go talk to this guy.
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from the Klingon Defense Force, right?
Yes, we'd like to know what happened here.
The ships emerged.
It was, operator. I think we were looking at a like, because we were doing a ship design stream, like how ship design works, and I think we pulled up a Excel spreadsheet that had a bunch of ships on it that people weren't supposed to know about. It was fine. Setaverse, is that the thing that Bordicus is talking about? What is underspace?
You are not Teray. I cannot reveal our secrets.
Very well.
If I may, Underspace is a network of subspace corridors that extend through much of the Delta Quadrant. Voyager was pulled into one when its warp field interacted with the
It was a, what I loved about how Andre and later Jared led the team was that they really didn't care if anything leaked, because they were like, I was just going to build hype for the next thing. Marketing cared, but the people who actually had the power to fire me didn't care. Yeah, probably not. But hey, if the lead system designer, that later the lead designer, doesn't think of it, you know, that's not my fault. Rachel, I don't think Bort can help you with that. I think you just gotta adapt. If Underspace is a Teray's secret, how are these attackers able to use
The
it?
attackers were Vodwar.
Oh, here we go. About to get Vodwar heavy.
Corridors. But instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
Vodwar?
Impossible. It cannot be the Vodwar. I would know.
Have you confronted the Vodwar previously?
This is all my fault. When we first encountered the Vodwar, they were in cryostasis. I foolishly awoke their leader in a moment of curiosity. I didn't know their history. They were conquerors, despots. The Vodwar used Underspace to rule the Delta Quadrant for decades. It was only when the other races banded together that they were defeated. At the time we encountered them, when I awakened them, Captain Janeway said she probably would have done the same thing. But it wasn't her choice, it was mine. I am responsible. However, the Vodwar we encountered did not have a level of technology like what we face here. This is far beyond anything the Vodwar are capable of developing in such a short amount of time.
Understood. What's the plan, then?
My analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes
So,
located on the edge of this complex.
Rachel, just to be
We
super
must
clear,
restart the
Jeremy
systems and
doesn't have
realign
anything to do with the
central
Discord.
power to reestablish
Suna is setting all that up. He's just making the game. So specific questions like when are we going to get this channel, or how long do you think it'll take me to adapt, he's not going to be able to answer them. Sounds good. Keep an eye out for any Vodwar. They won't like what we're trying to do.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
That guy's voice sounds hecka familiar. Alright.
I blame myself for the Vadwar's return. It was a door best left unopened.
Yeah, right. You didn't know, though, so you're good. I really like how you can keep looping this gun. Like, if I just press 1 and don't press anything, it'll fire for a few seconds. But if I just keep intermittently pressing 1, it just keeps firing, which is cool.
No
Okay.
further hostile beams detected.
Except for these ones over here. No further hostile beams detected. Yeah, definitely you don't want to, Jeremy. Leave that to the professionals. Yeah, that would be kind of... I think what I would do is I would have voice channels for, like, the stream or, like, big events, but I would, you know, turn them on for that and then turn them off after. But you're right, they would be hell to moderate.
No further hostile beams detected.
Yeah, Arc Games is still the publisher of all of Cryptic's games. They have a couple other games, too, I think. I don't know what they are, but they have them.
Complete these steps in the correct order to initialize and align the node.
Go on.
First, you must launch the startup sequencers. Next, you must charge the capacitive relays.
Okay.
Finally, you must align the main relay.
Understood. Ah, okay, here we go. Yep, exactly, Ugly. Whoa! The heck was that?
No further hostile beams detected.
Okay, I need to see... The PlayStation is covering my, Oh, okay. What happened now? Cool, I did the thing. Let's keep moving. Yeah, I meant current ones, not every game they've ever published, Trexpert. Yeah, I think that's why they went with Arc Games, because they owned the Arc launcher.
We had to align ourselves.
That's one I shouldn't have needed to be specific about, Trexpert.
My analysis of this node is complete. Execute the following steps in the... First, you must launch the... Next, you must... Finally, you must...
Okay, I'm gonna just... Okay. I can't... Okay. I need this stuff back in the middle of the screen. I can't read it if it's all the way over there. Okay. I forgot what she said.
My analysis of this node is first, you must launch the next, you must charge the capacitive relay. Finally, you must establish the
Okay, so charge the capacitive relays. Great, good work, Trexpert. Yeah, that's probably a good point, Jeremy.
connection reestablished.
All right, next. It is pretty funny, Ugly Hogs. But it's, you know, that it's that sort of thing. Even though the game takes place 30 years later, the idea was, you know, we want people to be able to play with the characters that they grew up with and loved. So we wouldn't have made any major changes to 7 until, you know, until Picard did. No, that's not how that works, Rachel. Believe me. While Wizarding 101 and Star Trek Online are both MMOs, they are in wildly different niches. And they would not compete over something like a Discord. Yes, she does, Pax Federatica. And the explanation for that is...
No further hostile here. We must inform our superiors about the Vaadwaur threat. I have completed my analysis. First, you must reboot the core matrix.
Okay,
Next,
reboot.
You must update the defense
Defense
Finally,
console,
you must
satellite uplink. Also, I realized I didn't make it clear, Jeremy. The reason the I couldn't read the things when they were on the bottom right is not because the text was too small, but because it was behind my PlayStation. Oh yeah, that's right, Ugly Hogs. I remember that. I think it was satellite uplink. Yay, we did it. There's a lot of fan theories about why 7 changed. My favorite one, that I subscribe to, is that during Butterfly, we changed the timeline. Yes, we can, Rachel. The cause and solution to all of STO's storyline inconsistencies. Exactly. But in this case, it's not STO's storyline inconsistency. It's the fact that those darn producers at Paramount didn't bother to stay true to our canon. How dare they? How dare they not prioritize a 12-year-old MMO over their wishes? Everybody is in competition with Neopets Arcane, and we're all losing. No, Jeremy. Everything that changes after Butterfly is still Butterfly's fault. A wizard did it. You know what? We have Q. That's our new explanation. Q did it. Alright, 7, come on over so we can open this thing. 7? 7?
No further hostile beams detected.
Yes, I know. Analyze this thing.
Complete. Perform these steps in the correct order.
It's Fate Inconsistency's Mandela effect. Yeah, Butterfly Remastered XL Edition. I like that.
First, you must launch the startup.
Startup.
Next, you must
Kinetic.
Finally, you must
Satellite. Then kinetic. And then what happened? It is so funny to me. The Mandela effect itself is so funny to me. Like, I know all the conspiracy theories, and I love them all. But the fact that it's just that humans can remember shit so wrong. Woo! Defense Grid online. Thanks, Jeremy. Talk to you later.
Warrior, I need assistance at the central tower.
Okay. Off I go. Whoops, it's this way. Oh, that's a good point, Arcane Flame Pony. So it's Picard's fault, not ours.
When we first rescued the Vaudouar, we thought we could be allies.
Whirlin, Dust to Just is the one with the jumping puzzle, right? I remember I played that and was like, you know, like, that's really cool. I really enjoyed it to people on the dev team, and they were like, oh, everyone else hated it. But that was because y'all were grinding it for the event and a jumping puzzle. See you later, Rachel. See you on both Discords. Please don't leave mine just to go to the STO one. Yeah, okay, it's the one with the jumping puzzle.
These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly. I assume they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
Hey, all right. We got 17 people in the chat. I'm glad you're all here. We need to hold them off until the defense grid has completed the restart sequence. you just could have done it with your eyes closed back in the day, Whirlin.
Clearly the Vaudouar object.
The next thing I really want to get for this character is the Vaudouar mech suit, which I know is in MUDs. I gotta get my hands on the Zen for that somehow. Maybe when I get my next job. I was having a conversation with my dad today about how much I love streaming and how much I don't know that it's going to end up turning into a career for me. Just because, I mean, I want it to. I would love to stream full time, but I don't think I have done enough to word of mouth this stream. But we'll see. Maybe that'll all change.
The Vaudouar are relentless. Probability of our survival is slim.
Thanks, Seven. Appreciate that. That's amazing, Whirlin. I like Captain Ensign Kim. That episode of Lower Decks was so funny.
Vaudouar are tenacious fighters. We must be more so.
I know that's what I'm doing. But, you know, thanks for the update. Alright, 30 seconds. Just gotta kill a few more things. Is this a failable thing? I don't see a damage for the tower, so...
We can't keep this up forever.
That's wonderful, Pax Federatica. You should have that ship.
What is that?
Yes! Da 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 da. Snake Charmer sounds like a dirty accolade. God, those mechs are so cool. What a good design. If Jeremy was still here, I'd ask him who designed them.
No further hostile beams detected.
I'm receiving a message from the Qatar A. Oh no, this was the robot guy. The Vaudouar are retreating into underspace. Even with the defense grid online, the Turret couldn't have defeated them. Why leave before they finish the fight? Odd. That's also a good choice, Pax. Nice, Onyx. I assume we're still talking about Dust to Dust. I looked away for a second. Also, hey, welcome. First time chat. Good to see you. Oh, this is the failure on the tower. If you don't get it right, they hold your hand to complete it. Got it.
It is not on. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vadwar do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Really? I seem to remember the Vodwar tearing your ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Teray. Bellas, we have restored your defense grid.
Seven and I restored the defense grid, you mean?
I'm not interested in petty squabbling about who did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's all that matters.
I apologize, Bellas. Oh, wow, Onyx. Well, that's a mother load when you decide to open them all. Dahar Master, the USS Voyager has entered orbit. Admiral Tuvok is requesting to beam down to your position. Permission granted. Oh, that's wild. Do you need to do them to complete the event, Werlin? If so, that might be something to report in the Discord.
We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault. Your ship invaded the Voth outpost. You woke the Vadwar.
Vodwar. Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believe their numbers were few and their technology...
They're now bonus ones? Ah, okay.
Then you were wrong. The Vadwar have returned, and no one is safe.
I see.
What other characters does this guy voice? I recognize it. Is it Madrid?
Will you return to the ship?
That is interesting.
That would be
Oh, Onyx, sorry about the ad break.
very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now let me hit you in the groin with this giant gun. I don't... Normally it shows me how long the ad break is. Somebody let me know when you're all back. 7 of 9 has safely arrived on Voyager, and the Vodwar forces will deal with any remaining hostiles. We're cleared to return to the Qatar A on your command. Werlin, I also missed 10 Forward Weekly. That was a great part of my job. Voiced by unknown. Okay. Reminds me, I should look at my Klingon recruit stuff for this character. See what I'm missing. No, Onyx, as Oxnix, sorry. As far as I remember, the episodes were taken out, but they weren't edited in any way. They were just removed. And in some cases, like the Davidian stuff, put into a separate category.
Thank you for assisting Seven and lending aid to the Teray. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vodwar,
Oh, there we go. Now I got information on the ad break.
and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
It's a long ad break.
Thank you. Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vodwar. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Good luck, Seven. Stay safe out there. We're cleared to depart as soon as you're ready, Dahar Master. All right. Next. I've read Admiral Janeway's mission logs from Voyager. The Vodwar would be an interesting foe to fight. But if they have technology and forces that can defeat the Voth, this does not bode well. Sure, I'll get a torpedo. Okay. There we
Not
are.
all the experiences of the USS Voyager crew in the Delta Quadrant were positive. Captain Janeway made some tough decisions to get her crew home. And more than one species felt like they'd had a run-in with a supernova after she'd been through their space. These ill feelings have festered for decades, and they haven't aged well. We need to do what we can to assuage them.
All right. So that'll be... I gotta do Aftermath. Werlin, I thought that stuff got put in MUDs or something like that. What happened here, Captain? We'll do what we can to help, Captain. Katare out.
This is Cooperative Cube 1138. We are here
Well,
to help.
I wasn't responsible for that decision, Werlin. But we live in a capitalist society, unfortunately. Sir, that ship's warp core is close to a breach, and an explosion is imminent. I'm not sure we can beam all the crew off in time. Divert power to the shields to the transporters. Grab all that you can. With the extra power, we were able to mass transport the entire crew to our ship. Nope. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's weird that they aren't reclaimable, Werlin. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe that's something the Deca can or will fix. I honestly have no idea. Were they character bound at the time? Is that why they're not reclaimable now, or were they account bound at the time?
Thank you for coming. Our situation is quite dire. Life support is failing ship-wide, and so is artificial gravity. We're unable to conduct repairs at this time. Can you provide assistance?
Let's get your life support fixed. With that done, your crew should be able to handle everything else. Ah, well, there we go, Werlin.
Thank you. We'll make our way to a base to complete repairs.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Trexpert. It's unfortunate. I really want to like the Voth because, you know, dinosaurs. Oh, wait. Why am I slowly flying around this ship when I can just teleport behind? Nothing personnel, kid. Woo! Whoop-dee! It's getting up! And if anyone knows what I was referring to there, well, you've got a weird brain for sounds just like me. Yeah, Werlin, I know that we did something with them at some point. A bunch of people had complained about them and not being able to get them. And I thought we had put them somewhere where they were accessible. All three of those items. I remember those items, but I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe someone with a better memory than me? Oh, they are in MUDs. Okay. The ship's been inundated with radiogenic particles, possibly from passing too close to a dark matter cluster. It's overcharging their warp core and radiating the crew. Modify a probe to generate a dampening field. We'll evacuate while there's a gap in the radiogenic phase variance. So they're in MUDs. I'm gonna find them real quick. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, that's a lot of money. You're absolutely right. But MUDs does have, I mean, I'm not defending it, but MUDs does have a ton of sales, so I guess keep an eye on that, out for that. That took longer than I'd hoped. But we got all the crew off in time. This character becomes more and more Taco from the Adventure Zone every time. Wait, did they flop their shield around? No, they didn't. No, don't think I will. Oh, or I will. I do know MUDs, and I don't think this is ruining anything to say. MUDs was a way to justify being able to sell people account unlocked things for Zen. It was sort of the most financially viable way to give people what they really wanted. Which doesn't feel good, but free-to-play games is a weird industry. Lordy, what is happening? Yeah, get out of there. Okay. That was not good. Trexpert, I'm not sure which thing you said which thing I said that you were agreeing with 100%, but I appreciate your support. Slow down. Let's move in slow and quiet like. The opposite of what I just did. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Cloak! I said cloak. Yeah, there's been a lot of things that were said over the years that perhaps should have been run by me before they were said. But, you know, it is what it is. No, the game really does not cater to the 50 players and 50 characters. If the game catered to the players with 50 characters, it would probably go out of business. Whoa.
The Cooperative appreciates your efforts.
I
We
have
can
not
take
seen
charge
those type of
of
board
those you have rescued
implants before.
and transport them to friendly territory.
Acknowledged. We will rendezvous with you for transport. Hey, thank you very much for the bits, Eximer. Yeah, same, Ugly Hogs. I stick with one character in every game. That's why I really appreciate games like Final Fantasy XIV and Guild Wars 2 that let you do all the classes and stuff on one character. Yeah, even 14 seems high to me. Yeah, you could be an outlier, SFC. That's fine. Do your thing.
Tracking a large force incoming. Preparing defense stations.
Whoops. Oh, I came out of cloak somehow. You know, that makes sense, Trexpert. I have one character of every faction. I just only play the Klingon one. Let us know if you hear rumors of further Voth advances or attacks. Good night, Werlin. Thanks for stopping by. It was good to have you here. Come back anytime. Make sure you drop a follow before you go. Yeah, that makes sense, Trexpert. Just to replay the tutorial. Oh, nice, Eximer. That's cool.
Are you familiar with Voyager's emergency medical hologram? He's quite unique, even for an old EMH Mark 1. Now, he holds rank in Starfleet in his own right. We've received a message that the doctor requires assistance to deal with a medical situation on an Okampa freighter in the
Go
Shinra
Bali
system.
time.
He is currently en route in one of Voyager's shuttles.
Ugly Hogs,
Medical vessel, but we have seen a spike in Vadwar attacks, and I want to make sure he has all the resources.
I think the one that,
Could we go to the Shenda system and assist
that was the most, like, why would you have ever said that, was from long before my time. But it was when they introduced the, the lockboxes for the very first time, long before I got there. And somebody said something along the lines of, like, we'll only ever put alien ships in the lockboxes. Which I'm sure they believed at the time, but it's just one of those things where you don't promise stuff like that. You have the rhombus badge, but you're a triangle fan. I understand. Alright, drinking this Gatorade has made me have to pee, so I will be right back. Stay tuned. And we're back. Apparently, I've required no mission rewards. Also, everyone who posted a no birth is banned. I'm banning you all forever. Alright, let's see what the doctor needs. The OK button was my reward. Yeah, the reward was the friends I made along the way. Boingy, 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 boingy. Okay. We've arrived at the Shonda system, Captain. The distress signal is coming from the transport dead ahead. We've received no response to our hails. I'll keep trying, but perhaps our guest knows more. The emergency medical hologram known as the Doctor is in a nearby shuttle and is awaiting our hail. Take us to the Doctor's shuttle. Yeah, the Delta Quadrant skyboxes are cool. I don't know what that is, but it's awesome.
Pleased to meet you. I scanned your service record before your arrival. You've been in quite a few battles, haven't you? Ever stop to think about the strain you're putting on your medical crew before you charge into combat? Of course you don't. No captain ever does.
Nice to meet you too, Doctor.
We've been hailing this Ocampan freighter for some time, but we're not getting a response, and our sensors cannot penetrate their shields. Their initial distress signals indicated that they were suffering from Paranesti measles. I can treat it easily if I can get onto the ship. Now that your ship is here,
oh, that's the Void. Okay, cool.
And assess the situation. Transport me aboard your vessel, and then my shuttle can return to Voyager.
Ugly Hogs, I kind of hope he's still just the Doctor. I kind of hope he just thinks that is his name. And also, it would be slightly true to his ego for him to be like, no, I'm the Doctor. Prepare for transport. Yeah, it's what you call it, Trexford, but apparently it's also what it actually is, according to Arcane Flame Pony.
Excellent. Your ship has more powerful sensors than my shuttle.
That would be interesting, Trexpert, but I'd be okay if he was just the Doctor from Voyager as well. What? Is this like a tractor beam? What's happening? More Vanguard ships inbound! Ah, it's a Vaadwaur stasis device. Okay, cool. It's interesting that I wasn't completely held in space. Oh, that's right. We hadn't met Gaul yet. I didn't miss this.
Greetings. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur Supremacy. I apologize for the overzealousness of my soldiers. This action was not authorized.
I am Dahar Master Cogtash of the Qatar A.
I'm pleased to finally meet you. It appears your presence here in the Delta Quadrant has inadvertently caused some conflict between us. I would rather avoid any more unpleasant...
That's why I recognize the voice, SFC. This was Liam O'Brien before Liam O'Brien was Liam O'Brien, you know? Yes, I found such talks are best on neutral ground.
That is understandable. You have a location in mind? There are not many areas of the Delta Quadrant where my people are not reviled.
I might know a place. I'll be back with you in a moment.
Oh, what a wonderful surprise! Is there anything I can do for you?
Hello, Neelix. We need a neutral place for a diplomatic negotiation with the Vaadwaur, and I was wondering if you could help.
Diplomatic negotiations? I am Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. I would be more than happy to offer my services as mediator. As for the location, Dexa and most of our people are on New Talax now, but we still have the asteroid base in the Intaba system. It's mostly empty now, just a few cleanup crews.
Would have been cool if Laura Bailey had stuck with Van Zyl, but I think that was this. I think this was all kind of happening around the same time that Critical Role was starting to blow up, right? The asteroid sounds perfect. Your diplomatic assistance, however, no need to trouble yourself. I hate OG's this. I don't know what to make of OG's this mission. There's an asteroid base in the Intaba system. It's what the Talaxians have been using.
Talaxians? Are there still Talaxian communities? How odd. This site is agreeable. Send my ship the coordinates and I will meet you there.
Coordinates sent. We'll talk there.
I'm contacting the closest medical ship. They can investigate this further while we meet with Gaul.
Excellent idea, Doctor. Yes, I'm ready. Yeah, so that would make sense then that the that we only had Laura for one episode and then suddenly couldn't afford her or whatever. I don't actually know why Cryptic stopped using her. Sir, we have arrived in the Mbaba system or something. I can't read that. Gaul's ship is already here and has been transported down to the base.
Imagine using a medical emergency as a trap. The Vaadwaur have no shame. I don't trust Gaul.
It's
He
good to see
betrayed
you
us on
again so
Vaadwaur
soon.
Prime. He'll do it again.
If I might make a suggestion, I would recommend only bringing 2 crew members with your away team. Gaul brought 4 aides. You'll have the doctor and myself, and bringing more of your crew down might look like you're trying to get an advantage on him. Gaul seems very touchy. Proper protocol will be important. Are you ready to beam down?
I don't think so, Oxnix, because Laura Bailey is definitely SAG. Michael Henry might know, the audio director for Cryptic, the former audio director for Cryptic, but I don't know. Nice. Thanks for that information, Trexpert.
It's so good to see. Doctor, it's been 30 years. You haven't aged a day.
Yes. It's
Yeah, that is what happened to both dance instructors, Oxnix.
We have a bit of time before we'll begin. We're giving the Vaadwaur
Good night, Pax. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see ya.
The tension. Doctor, you must tell me all you've been up to.
Oh, Neelix, I couldn't. Not with the Vodwar here. But I suppose it is important that you hear about my many achievements since our last meeting. And my brilliant research was able to prove conclusively. Thus I began my grand adventure into the challenge of writing Klingon opera.
Brax and I agreed to never mention the incident again. Well, at least not to Dexa.
Neelix, the Vardwar have finished the appetizers and are waiting for you.
Oh, well, we had better get going. We can talk more later.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense. Halo is probably a bit more important.
From the last time you were here, he's the one that has been serving the Vodwar their fabulous appetizers. Full bellies make for good conversation, I always say. He told me that Gaul is a little grumpy, but I'm sure you can handle him. Gaul is in the command room now, waiting for us. Jolax should be back soon to take everyone's orders for the main course.
Thank you, Neelix. Let's go speak with Gaul. These animations were not meant for this gun. No, I should probably switch to my sword if we're going to be in cutscenes for a bit. Can always pull the gun back out if I need to. Oh. Do I have... Did I send out... I did send out a duty officer. Collect rewards.
Congratulations, General.
Alright, that works. Also forgot to do my reps. Oh, there we go. Oh, did I do hourly again on that one? I don't know why. Okay, doing pretty good on that. Slowly but surely, I'm getting to 6 there. Slowly but surely, I'm getting to 5 there. Okay. Yeah, that would be, that would make a lot of sense, Trexpert. They all got real busy about that point. I don't know, did Critical Role blow up literally overnight? Like from the first episode, was it insanely popular? Or was it, did it take like a couple of months to a year? I don't know. Where am I supposed to go? Walk to the conference room. Use turbo lift. Here we are.
At last. I must say your Talaxian friends are quite hospitable. But down to business. Our meeting is long overdue.
Indeed. It's time to settle our differences.
As do I. My people are damaged, in crisis. We are already at war with the Kabali, and with you, giving your alliances support for them.
Then let us try to find an accord that benefits us both.
Do you know why we fight the Kabali? Their world was once a Vodwar colony, one of our largest. And there is still a large cache of stasis tubes on the planet. Those are my brothers and sisters being held hostage. The Kabali are stealing them, taking their very identities and transforming them.
They won't return the remaining tubes?
The Kabali would rather watch us die and use our corpses as fuel for their unnatural corruption. Is it wrong to fight against your own extinction? Don't we have a right to survive as well?
Yeah, Trexpert, I do that part. There must be a way we can end this peacefully. This war will scan the quadrant for, will scar the quadrant for decades to come.
There can be no peace. Not after what they've done. Are you suggesting we are weak? That we should just lay down and die for them? No, we will not.
No, but destroying the Kabali isn't right either. There are greater threats in the galaxy we must face.
Do not try to pacify me. We will have our retribution. You have my offer. Abandon your alliance with the Kobali and support us, and we will be your strongest ally in the Quadrant.
I'm not here to start a war with the Kobali.
Peace. You know nothing of what it means to be Vodwar. You need to understand.
What do you mean? Thanks, Incredible G. Good to see ya.
The Vodwar have endured too much to make peace. Do you expect us to forget the destruction of our cities? The massacres of our people?
You guys can't see it. I just got a game client error.
The food's almost ready.
Nah.
What would you all like for your main course?
You need to understand even the smallest fraction of our anger.
Oh, is he gonna kill the chef? Yep. You missed.
He's dead. I'm sorry.
Does that make you angry, Talaxian?
No, it makes me sad. For Jolex. And for you.
Then we are not done.
Oh, Lord. That's fucking dark. Yeah, so it took almost a year, but that's still so fast. Master, the entire Vardwar fleet is opening fire on the remaining Tulaxian ships. We've set out distress signals to every ship in range. We'll do what we can to protect the Tulaxians, but we can't hold out against this many ships. What happened? That's horrible. Do you think Gaul had any intention of negotiating in good faith, or was this all an act? We're giving the Tulaxians all time we can to escape, but it's not looking good up here, sir. Some of the Vodwar have already broken off to pursue them. Your orders? I need a scan of the base. Are any Tulaxians left alive? Scans show 2 groups of Tulaxians in a storage room and the logistics area, sir. They have the doors blocked, but there are Vodwar trying to get into both locations. It doesn't look good, Captain. I'm afraid you will only have time to rescue one group. Good luck, sir. Fight with honor, and we shall be doing the same. Cool. Love impossible choices.
Only to save one group? I do not envy your choice. I would go with you, but I cannot leave Neelix alone. And time is of the essence. I'm afraid you'll have to go on without us.
Very well. Make sure to get
No,
Neelix.
I'm going. I can't sit by and let the Vodwar kill my friends. I won't be a burden. I promise. I have to do this.
Good. You and I shall go into glorious battle to avenge your fallen comrades. Yeah, that'll do it. By the time we needed them again, they were too busy and or too expensive. Well, that didn't go well. Thanks, Red Angel. Okay, I was about to say it doesn't seem like I can damage this drone, but I guess I can. Hold still, damn it. Where's Crack? I don't know. I would love to go revive him, but I can't.
How do we choose who to save?
Choose which group of Talaxians to save. How do I even choose? I'm not sure I understand how I make this choice. So I'm just going to go this way. Yeah, Liam is one of my favorite voice actors, honestly. I just love the timbre of his voice. Okay, save the ones in the storage room. So then I'm guessing somewhere over here is saving the ones in... Yeah. Alright. Honestly, we could split up and probably save them both, but... They go to one location or the other, it doesn't really matter. I know, I was just trying to make a somewhat informed choice, but I guess I'll save the ones in the storage room because they're here. Oh, these are the ones in logistics. Fine.
Saved the hospital, but they may be safer here.
Oh.
What about the people in the storage room?
Well, we're going to go try. We're not going to be able to save them because the game said, you know, don't. Or the game said you can't, which, you know. Where the heck is the entrance to the... I thought one of those Vodwar was a Talaxian who was still alive for a second. That would have been very exciting. But no, they are all dead.
We should check to see if the Talaxians survived.
They didn't. What? Oh no. Yeah, I messed it up. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, you still get some. Interesting. Got it. Okay, where were those Talaxian bodies? I'm actually kind of glad I'm streaming this episode. I don't remember how I felt the first time I watched it, but it allows me to have a degree of separation from the being deep in this episode that I would normally feel.
Doctor, you have to save them. These are my friends.
They are beyond my help now, Neelix. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We can still save the others. We have to get to the shuttle in the cargo bay.
Ah, okay. So Laura was only Van Zilver. So actually, Laura was like a one-off replacement? Was it the same voice actress before and after? Where am I supposed to go? Ah, this door, which does not look like a door. Ah, okay, so they never worked on the game at the same time. Yeah, that makes sense timeline-wise, Trexpert. Cool bit of detective work he did there. So I wonder if it was just that Lauren Singer,
as soon as possible.
that Singer was unavailable for one update, and they called in Lauren as an they called in Laura as a replacement.
On the way. Defend the shuttle.
Okay.
More on the way. If I weren't a hologram, I'd be worried.
Nah. Well, thanks, Doctor. I'm glad you care so much about us, too. Which one is the lockbox? Fantastic. Isn't there a setting for, like, ignore all low-level loot or something like that? Or is that something I'm just remembering was requested a lot?
Large number of Vadwar are closing in. I'm afraid they may be too much for you to handle.
That's fine.
The
Where are
Teray
they?
are here to assist. After this, our debt to you is repaid.
Great. Sounds good.
That's
Where are the
right.
Vadwar?
Here come the Vadwar.
Ah, there they are. I forgot to say Henshin.
The Vadwar have been repelled. I would have words with you before you continue.
Sounds good.
Our help does not mean we are now allies. We are repaying a debt.
Cool, you seem like kind of a dick.
Our ships are currently engaging the Vadwar fleet. It is unsafe for this shuttle to launch until they are defeated. We will return to our ships. I suggest you do the same. We will provide cover for your ship so it may drop shields to transport you.
We appreciate the help, Commander. Let's go. Talaxian Shuttle was kind of a cool design. I have my arm up on the arm of this futon. Because it does feel like it's a more comfy way to play. But I think it's also making my arm fall asleep. So that's good. We're going to finish this mission and then we're going to wrap it up for tonight. But
I knew this meeting was a farce. The word Vadwar means fool in ancient Talaxian. Did you know that? You thought me a fool who would swallow your insults without comment. A fool who would blunder into the trap you set with the Teray. I am not.
you are the one who did this, Skull, not me.
This has destroyed any chance of an accord between us. How disappointing. I had thought you would be a valuable ally. Now you are just another victim.
We did everything we could to make peace with you, Gaul. You're the one who destroyed it. Man, there are so many stars in this sky file. That's really cool. Okay, I need to zoom out. Ah, my Kingdom for a scroll wheel that works. I should really just get another mouse. It's just the ergonomic mice that I need to use because of my wrists are expensive, man. Yeah, the bisexual nebula lighting does look awesome.
Voyager is here. We will not allow the Vodmar to escape.
Thanks, Tuvok. I knew you were a good guy. Not that it was ever really in question, but you know. God, I just love the way this ship can kind of drift. That's what really made me fall in love with it at the beginning. First time I flew it on stream, I was just like, oh man, that feels great. I don't... Evil Tuvok and Picard Season 3. Oh, right! Yes, I do remember that.
Attacked our home world. Now we have come to assist you. This discharges our obligation.
Thank you for your assistance. Perhaps we can be allies someday.
How could they do something so horrible? We're no threat to them. We've done nothing but welcome them. And he killed my friends just to make a statement. I don't understand how anyone would be so callous.
I am so sorry, Neelix.
I don't blame you. I agreed to let the Vaadwaur come here. I put my people in danger. This is my responsibility. I just never conceived that even the Vaadwaur could be so treacherous. They double-crossed us on Voyager and tried to take the ship, but slaughtering innocent people. My time on Voyager changed me. I saw the best that people could be. I forgot, or wanted to forget, how evil they could be.
Man. Of course, because it's late at night and I'm streaming, I can't remember Neelix's actor's name, but he is acting his butt off here. Neelix, I promise you that Gaul will face justice for what he's done.
With your permission, I'll lead the survivors back to New Talax. Then we can return with a security force to collect the dead.
Farewell, Neelix.
I've been in contact with the USS Blackwell. They boarded the freighter in the Shenda system, but it was empty. It was all a ruse by the Vaadwaur to lure us into that system. Everything was part of this play Gaul wanted to perform. From the initial distress call to his intervention and offer to negotiate.
Jeez.
Then, he used a massacre to set his stage. That's the kind of man he is, and unless he's stopped, the entire quadrant may fall.
Let us hope it does not come to that. Dr. Ethan Phillips, thank you,
Gaul
Arcane
has
Flame.
shown his true nature. I expected he was not dealing in good faith. But nevertheless, we had to make an attempt to find a peaceful solution to our problems with the Vaadwaur. Now the war will continue. I grieve for all who have been lost, and for those who will fall before this conflict ends.
We had to try, Admiral.
Senseless, meaningless death. I'll never understand. I hope Neelix and his people will be able to find some peace, and that Gaul will answer for his crimes. And I hope our paths cross again. Perhaps under better circumstances next time. With your permission, I'll return to Voyager.
Permission granted. Farewell, Doctor. It has been an honor. The Talaxian base is safe for now, and the surviving Talaxians are making their way to New Talax. Shall we depart? Yeah, let's get out of here. Alright, gang. Well, I hope you all had fun tonight. I know it's shorter streams while I'm on the East Coast, but I can't go past midnight. I'm an old man. So this is what we've got. But I hope you all had fun tuning in. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. If you like this community and you're new, come and join our Discord. You can see the link right there. Thank you, Eric. I've got socials you can follow me on. I'm Vengeance God on Blue Sky and Broken Infinity Films on Instagram. And then we've got merch that I would love for you to pick up and purchase. There's some really fun stuff in there, including the Umadron Bro one that y'all came up with. Thank you, SFC. Also, I have a wish list. If you want to buy me stuff, you can. Let's see. I'm the host of 3 podcasts on the Ace of Geeks Podcast Network. If you've seen Rowan on Wednesdays and Mei Ling on Fridays, they are both hosts on those podcasts as well. You should come and check them out. They're a lot of fun. And finally, Yeah, it's just dissonance. There you go, Trexpert. And finally, we've got the League of Swords. We've got a show coming up at Los Angeles Comic-Con, hopefully. Haven't been confirmed yet. But I would love for you to watch what we have so far. There's a lot of fun stuff to see. All right, gang. Well, it has been awesome. It has been an honor and a pleasure. That scared the bejesus out of me. Let's see who's on to raid. Let's see. Ooh, Jeremy's on. But there's some people playing D&D too. JCM is still on? Am I not following Jason Charles Miller on here? Clearly I am not. All right, great. Let's do it then. All right. Wait, hang on. Is he still on? Oh my God, Greebog! Oh, we're just wrapping up. Thank you all so much for joining us. We are literally about to raid somebody else, but I appreciate it. No, Jason Charles Miller is not on. Okay, never mind. We are going to raid Enchanting Sorcery because I want to support small TTRPG channels. So you all... Hello, Rykoraz. So, folks, if you're just joining us from Greeborg's channel, great to see you. So sorry that you're coming in right as we're wrapping up. My name's Mikey Fatum. I'm also known as Vengeance God and Ambassador Kel. And we do variety streaming here. On Mondays, we do STO. On Tuesdays, we're now going to be doing Yakuza 0. On Wednesdays, we'll be doing Warframe with my friends Maury and Rowan. On Thursdays, we're going to be doing Mass Effect Andromeda. And on Fridays, we do WWE 2K25 My GM mode with my wife, Mei Ling. Thank you very much for the follow, Riker Az. I really appreciate it. No worries, Greebog. I appreciate it. Hello, Nico Daz. It's great to see you all. I hope that I will see you all tomorrow night. When we start on Yakuza 0. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, it says he's offline on my sidebar, Trexpert. Sorry. All right, we're going to go join Enchanting Sorcery. And you all will get to enjoy some fun dungeons and additionally dragons. All right. Well, again, thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight. I appreciate you staying up with me. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It has begun.